Today I'm so stoked and launching a beautiful project called Songs and Stories of Hope. You know, over the years, one thing that I have noticed that I love is stories. And being a worshiper, of course, I love singing and I love songs. I love music. I believe these two things plays a very pivotal role in our lives. And so today, I'm introducing you to this new project. It's here to heal, to bless, to impact, to inspire every single person who gets the opportunity to hear or to watch. So welcome one more time, and it's your host, Viv Iris. My guest today is a beautiful soul. I have not known her so long, but it's like we've known each other for years. A beautiful lady who is a career woman, a wife, a mother to an amazing son, and her name is Cobie Greenwood. So help me welcome Cobie. Yay!
Thank you.
You're so welcome, girl. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for accepting the invite to be on the show. The first episode. This is the debut episode, and I'm excited. Thank you for coming. Thanks to your beautiful husband, handsome husband, who allowed you to come and drove you all the way from Sydney.
Right. Yes.
Yes. Just because you're Barbie. She's a real Barbie in real life. Yes, she loves Barbie, everything Barbie. You call her and she's there. So yeah, we'll delve into it straight away. We hope this blesses you, it heals you, it impacts you, it inspires you. And this is to the glory of God. To be honest, that is the main goal. That's where we're headed. And so let's get into it. Yes, Cobie, tell us a bit about you. Who is Cobie Greenwood?
My grandmother asked my mother, what is a Cobie? When I was born.
Right.
Now for 46 years, we still don't know. But here we are.
We still don't know who Cobie.
No, what is a Cobie?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
But I've lived a life. I've lived a big life, and I still do live a big life. Done lots of things, had a big journey, and to share that and to get the opportunity to share and to help others heal is a huge privilege.
Yeah.
So thank you.
What a blessing. What a blessing. We're all for God's glory and also to inspire and heal. So thank you again, my precious friend. I appreciate you. So what's the story that you've got for us today? What story changed your life?
The story that changed my life, to give you a little background.
Please go ahead.
I was married to my son's father. He left when Jackson was 4 months old, tiny baby, and that probably that wasn't the thing that changed my life. It was one thing, but when Jackson was 4 months old, he left, and then when Jackson was 6 months old, in a cardiologist's office telling us that sometime in Jackson's life he would need a pacemaker.
Wow.
Then when Jackson was 2.5, after lots and lots of medical everything, he got a pacemaker inserted. And it was at that point that it changed my life, because at that point I thought, this kid will need some help.
Absolutely.
And and it was real. It was a real, you know, you're in the ICU, you're in all of the medical stuff. And it was at that I said to myself, this is not going to be a run-of-the-mill cookie-cutter child that I can read about and go, oh, okay, yes, tick all those little milestones.
Yeah.
And I was right. All of those nudgings and all of those instincts were correct. He has special needs. He has a pacemaker in his heart, and he's got a developmental delay. And underlying all of that is a deletion syndrome. So sort of like the opposite to Down syndrome.
Wow.
So yes, that was probably the thing that changed my life.
Wow. So what? You were once single, you've been married, now you have a child. At 4 months, the father walks away from the marriage, and 6 months you find out the child is a special needs child.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What was your reaction, first of all, when the doctors gave you that report?
My very first reaction was, I have to hold in every emotion that I have inside of me, because I need to listen to the cardiologist.
Yeah.
I need to forget myself, and I need to listen to every single word that cardiologist is saying at the time, because I have to then relay it to his father, I have to relay it to other people, and I have to know what is going on for this little boy and for myself. So,
wow.
Yes. Then after the doctor's surgery, after, you know, in the car park outside, I melted in a heap of tears, calling my mum, and I'm like, help me, pacemaker, he needs life. So that's what. Yes. So,
wow.
Yeah. Allowed myself to cry, allowed myself to grieve, allowed myself to be in that space just for that moment.
Yeah. So would that be something you tell somebody watching us who has a child or who has been given such a report to allow themselves?
Yes, to allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to sit with that just for a minute. No, don't live there, don't camp there, you know, don't set up picket fences there, but just really, yes, because the grief has a purpose, and the grief is.
Ooh, what did you just say?
The grief has a purpose. It does, and you know, all emotions have a purpose. God gave us these emotions for different reasons. They're to tell us something, and the grief tells us we hoped for something that didn't come about. And we put our hope and our dreams in that, whatever it is, and that didn't come to pass.
Right.
And we're hurt.
Yeah.
And that's hard to wrangle with that, especially because it's about a person. But yeah, we get hurt about that as humans. And
but we should be able to, we should allow ourselves to sit in that moment. And grieve what we need to grieve.
Yes, and not just push it aside. Men or women, doesn't matter. Don't push it. Don't just allow it to sort of go. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm hurt, and I don't like. Yeah, and that can come with a bit of guilt, because then you think, well, I shouldn't be feeling like this because you know, my son has special needs and it's all beautiful and. Yeah, just let the guilt just slide away, but just let yourself sit with that for a minute.
So, I just wanted to take you back a little. When you were pregnant, you did. So, what did the doctor say about your pregnancy and leading to having this child?
There was nothing.
Everything was perfect.
I had gestational diabetes. So I had a lot of fluid. He was very big. I had a very big stomach. And he was at 8'4".
Right, a big baby.
Yeah, healthy son.
Yeah.
That hurt, as it does. Wow. And so, yeah, that there was nothing in the pregnancy to say that there was any anomaly at all.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So then how was your spiritual, your relationship with God at that time? How did you gather yourself? What kept you going?
A lot of helping.
A lot of helping.
A lot of help me, Lord. I'm not quite sure about this. No one in my family was dealing with a special needs child.
Right.
I had no example of a special needs child and how that what that looked like.
Right.
So I had an example of a single mother. My mum was a single mum since I was 13. So I knew how to do single motherhood. I had that example. But I didn't have the example of how to be a single mum to a special needs.
Yes. Wow.
And so what I decided to do was be the example.
Come on. Wow.
To be that and take all the experience that I've gleaned over my years and from my mum and from other people and to be that example.
Right.
And it definitely takes a village. It definitely takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
You cannot do it by yourself. It took a team of medical people to raise Jackson medically, but physically and emotionally and psychologically and humanly, it still took a village.
Absolutely.
And I could not have done this without his village.
Right. So God was your help.
Yes.
And then your family and the village or the support system you have around you.
And God brought the village. He brought the village to me. I didn't have to go out searching here, there and everywhere.
Wow.
He brought people to me. He brought my family to me, my mum and all of these people to me. So.
What I pick from that, when I asked you how did you pursue or how did you go through that season, you said God was your help, a lot of help. And so I guess whoever is watching us, it's something that we both can assure you that God is your first source to go to run to, regardless of what the situation is. If it's been a marriage, relationship, family. Cobie has a special need child who is now an amazing. She will tell you all about him, and so regardless of what you're going through, the focus is God. Put God first, and then I guess a sincere prayer for God to bring you the right people.
Absolutely.
The right people who you call your tribe or your village, the people who will walk the journey with you. I personally believe it's very important in seasons, out of seasons, people who would show up and not necessarily need anything back, but just be there. Right. Did you ever face challenges like when Jackson? So when it came to schooling, what was the challenges?
The challenges were lots of challenges. He started school in 2007. In 2008, when he was in year one, he had a pacemaker.
Right.
So his little best mate sat with him every single lunchtime until he recovered when he was back at school. There was lots of disruptions to his schooling from medical appointments and things. And he repeated year two, which in my heart it was very like, okay, this is a big thing, repeating school. So we sat and I sat down with him and I said, how would you like to do year two again? And I tried not to make it this huge big burden on him, but I tried to sort of and it was my decision. The school just said, it's up to you.
If you
This is what we recommend,
Right.
but absolutely it's up to you. So what I did, I sat him down. I said, you know, you liked year 2, yeah, I liked year 2, yeah. Would you like? How would you feel about doing year 2 again? He's like, yeah, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
I said, well, I think that's what we might do next year. And
Wow.
you can do year 2 again. You'll have a different lot of friends. And he's like, yeah, that's okay. That's cool. Yep, we'll get that. I said, now, do you have any questions about? He goes, can I have a Milo now? I'm like, fine. And at that point, it was.
Yeah.
I understood.
Yeah.
I understood.
Come on.
Sometimes we make things bigger. Sometimes it's the parent, sometimes it's the adult that makes things bigger than they need to be. And in Jackson's little head, as a child, he was like, that sounds like a cool idea. We'll go to year 2 again. Yeah. I enjoyed that, and it was, you know. And yes, and it turned out to be the best thing because he met his best mate, who he still, at 24 years old, still hangs out with now. So that's
amazing.
It's a God moment.
Yes,
so,
that's a God moment.
Yeah.
That right there is powerful.
Yeah.
So you believe that? Would you boldly say that? You know that verse that talks about God will never let something that is beyond you come over you? Yeah. Do you believe that God prepared you for this?
I don't know if He prepared me as in the sense of He put
ahead
things
of time.
Yeah, He put things. But what He did do was give me the capability and the ability.
Come on.
To roll with it and go with it and not be caught up in, because sometimes when you have a special needs child, you can be caught up in what you think should have been, or and then you don't give the special needs child the chances or the opportunities that they need and the help that they need, because you're always over here thinking, yeah, but I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for a special needs child. I didn't, they're not that bad, and or it's a pride or an ego thing that sometimes can stop that happening. I do have a poem that that really my mum gave to me shortly after Jackson's pacemaker insertion, the second one. And it's Welcome to Holland, and I know I shared with you this the other day, and it's this poem, and I will try and recite it, but what it.
Oh, you can summarize it.
Yes, I will try.
However, it's easy for you.
So imagine you're on a plane trip and you get ready and you're going to go on this beautiful holiday. You've planned for this beautiful holiday and to Italy, and it's stunning in Italy. It's beautiful. It's got all the things and the grotto, and it's got everything in Italy is beautiful, and you learn the language. The language is lovely, and the people, and so you prepare. And you read the books, and you learn the language, and you do all the things, the culture, the food, all of those things. And you have everything prepared for Italy. And then you get on the plane, and you're on the plane, and you're set, and you're ready for Italy. Everything's happening. It's all going ahead. Then the plane lands. Over the loudspeaker comes, welcome to Holland.
Wow.
And you sit back and you say, I didn't plan for Holland. I didn't want to go to Holland. I didn't prepare for it.
All your clothes are winter because it's winter in Italy.
Italy is winter. It's spring, summer in Holland. Maybe, I'm not sure, but for the sake of the video, it is. It's a different language.
Yeah.
It is a different culture. It's different people. They dress differently. They speak differently. Everything about it is actually quite different. Not everything is different, but there's a huge amount that is significantly different. So then you have a choice, and in this poem it says, okay, so all right, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to have to. I've got no choice. I'm in Holland. There's no flight back. There's no, that's it. I'm here. So Holland it is. So then you learn the different language.
Wow.
You speak their language.
Yeah.
You learn the culture. You learn the food. You meet new people, and you meet friends in Holland. And then you start to think, this is not a bad place. After a while, then you start to think, this is quite beautiful. Holland is a beautiful place. It's got stunning things about it. It's got windmills. It's got clog shoes. Who doesn't like clog shoes? It's different. And every now and again, you look over at Italy and you think, sometimes you think, I should be there though.
Yeah.
And sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
I should be there.
Yeah.
But then you have to come back and say, no, I live here. I live here in Holland.
This is home now.
And this is home. And this is where I need to put my all of my energy and all of my trust. And God has brought me to Holland.
Yeah.
He didn't take me, but he knew what he was doing.
Right.
So as much as I might be able to yearn or want to yearn for Italy,
Come on.
I need to be here where God's placed me in Holland. So
you adapt.
So you do. You adapt and you learn the language and everything.
Yeah.
So what happens next is actually a beautiful thing. You start to enjoy Holland.
Right.
And then there's people from Italy come and visit. Some of them might come and live with you in Holland.
Wow.
Many won't. Some people you won't ever see again, and that hurts. But many people will come and visit Holland.
Wow.
And then some people will live with you in Holland.
Right.
Voluntarily come and sidle up to you and go, okay.
Wow.
And that's the village that you will create and you will help, make. And you'll almost forget wanting to go to Italy. And you'll just sit back one day and go, this is nice. This is actually fun. This is cool. I can do this. I'm made for this.
For this, wow.
And then the other thing that happens is when you have a special needs child, they grow up. And they grow up in Holland. So they're never yearning for Italy because they don't know Italy.
Come on.
They've never met Italy. So they have grown up, born and bred in Holland, and they love it. And when you love Holland, then they flourish in Holland. So that, you can look up the poem, but and it probably says slightly different things, but what the basis of it is enjoy Holland, or enjoy your special needs child. It's hard yakka, I won't lie. It is hard yakka.
Yeah.
In and out of hospitals, sitting beside beds in ICU, tubes, wires coming out with your 2.5-year-old, not knowing where to even hold them, crying to the nurse going, I don't know how to hold my baby. I don't know where to, Then as Jackson grew up, the pacemaker insertions got a bit easier because he was older.
Right.
as a teenager, he got a little bit mouthy at the anaesthetist, so I had to have a little conversation about. Yep. Okay. You can't say certain words, even in the operating theatre.
Wow.
But they understand. But yeah, so
you found joy.
Joy
and enjoyed that gift, that blessing that God had gave you.
I did, and I guess recently I've actually sort of had an epiphany. I guess is that, and not that I didn't know it, but it really sunk into the inside of me that God gave Jackson to me.
Wow.
Like when it talks about in the Bible, like I knitted you inside of your mother's womb. And often we talk about, like, we think about ourselves.
Yes.
Like, oh, okay, yes, you know.
God knew us in the...
God knew, you know. But when you are pregnant, when I was pregnant, God was knitting Jackson in all of his Jacksonness.
Come on.
In my womb.
Yeah.
And he didn't make a mistake.
No. Wow.
He didn't make an error. You know, it might be a deletion syndrome, but God didn't forget to put that chromosome in there. So that, you know, I take great joy in that God gave me this boy. Yeah. And so it's my duty and my responsibility to raise him. Right. And not only that, to enjoy raising him, because many times, you know, you can look at your children and not like them,
well,
and question
when they're naughty.
That's it. Question their choices, and especially as they get older. That's you know, absolutely. And I'm not saying Jackson is perfect. He has, you know, tantrums happen.
No child is perfect.
That's right. And tears and tantrums, and he had tantrums as well, not just me. So, but he was, he was not an angel. Yeah. And sometimes in Jackson's life, I've had to be a hard parent.
Absolutely.
And that's like kicking a puppy. Yeah. But you know,
you still instill in him values and things that you believe are good for him.
Yeah, you still have to be a parent.
A parent.
And some people won't understand that, that you still have to be a parent that parents and disciplines and things like that. But overall, I loved raising Jackson. Amazing. And I love raising Jackson. Amazing. At Jackson's 18th birthday, and I've told you this, friends and family, we had in a huge big room. That's what he wanted. He wanted a big party with all his friends and family. And so I made all that happen. I had the cake and everything, trivia questions and everything. And then I said to him, okay, I want you to choose some people on your speech to talk about, to thank. So just pick a couple of people. So then he chose my best friend, and he chose my mum and my stepdad and his dad and me. And so he sort of went through the people and
everyone spoke
and thanking all these people and thanking them. Yeah. And then it got to his dad, and he said, Dad, you know, you're a good mate. I'm like, okay, mate, cool, I can cope with mate. I raised the child, but yes, you can be a good mate, that's fine. Then he turned to me, and the whole room went completely silent. Come on. You could hear a pin drop. Yeah. Because no one knew what Jackson was going to say.
That's a big moment.
They, you know, they collectively had raised him with me. Yes. The village. So he turned to me, and in this silent room, this hall, he said, Mum, my life has been a blast. Oh my gosh, there was tears, there was... Yeah. And at that moment...
Yeah, that's big. A blast.
He understood. I'm like, you get it. Yeah. You get what I was trying to do for you. You get... Yeah. Underneath all of your special needs, all your hospitalizations, all of the medical team, all of the schooling, everything. Yeah. I wanted to make your life enjoyable.
Wow.
You know, he's had it hard with stuff. Even recently, I'll talk about that in a minute, but even recently with some things. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to make his life enjoyable for him.
For
Regardless.
you to hear that on his 18th birthday.
Oh, it was amazing.
That's a big
It
one.
it was the thing that just broke me.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yes, you get it. You get it.
Because it's taken so much for you to get there.
Yeah.
18 is big. I'm sure 18 is big.
Yes.
Everywhere, you know,
Yes.
it's in every child's life.
That's right. The latest hurdle was his L's.
Wow.
Ah,
Yes, I think I saw that post on Facebook.
That's it.
And I was screaming like, wow, this is amazing. Jackson has his L's.
And it was a long time coming.
Yeah.
He is 24.
Yeah.
Not 16.
Yeah.
He passed. There's like 3 phases that you have to go through online, and they're called keys.
Yeah.
So he messaged me. He got the app downloaded and he did all that with the help of my husband and I. And he messaged me one day. So I got my first key. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. He goes, I got nothing wrong in that first. I'm like, great, excellent. And then he got the second key.
Yeah.
And he messaged, I got the second key. This is like a couple of weeks later. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, excellent. So you've just got one more bit to go. And then you've got the third keys, yeah. And then it was interesting. This was a couple of weeks more went by. And he messaged me and he said, should I do the L's test now? And I said, what? Did you get your third key?
Yeah.
And
He's
like, yes, I did. Like, matter of factly, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And and I said, well, yeah, it doesn't, won't hurt, whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, maybe. And so he did. But he didn't pass that first time because his brain was tired. Like it was 10:30 at night.
Oh.
So I'm like, anyone's brain would be tired.
Yeah.
So then the next afternoon, I said, take your time and just
Sit
I know it says 15 minutes, but so what if it takes 20 minutes? So what if it takes half an hour? Just
take your time.
Just take your time, and you've done all of the questions by yourself from here. So just take time, read it. And then he took his time. It must have taken him about half an hour because he really did take his time. And he's ringing me, and I was on the phone. So he's like, can you get off the phone because I need to tell you something exciting. So then I rang him back and he's like, I just did it. I just passed my L's test. And I was crying. It was
That's
just
big.
amazing.
That's big. So I know that I know that teenage kids do go through seasons.
Yes.
So do you find that Jackson obviously went through those seasons, and how did you deal with them?
He went through seasons. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Because biologically, he's fine.
Yeah.
So the teenage years were a season that he naturally went through.
Right.
And there was a lot of conversations about that. I bought 6 books on puberty.
Right.
We read one of them cover to cover. That was,
Yeah. So you have a lot of conversations with Jackson.
Conversations are key.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah.
Because then him and I both know what's happening.
Yeah.
We both know where we stand. We both know what's expected.
Yeah.
We both know. And I think, in life in general.
Yeah. Communication is key in everything, really.
Communication
In every form of relationship.
got a little bit skewed though because the wording.
Right.
So I said to Jackson, we were talking about boys' puberty and what's going to happen and everything, and then I said to him, Now, your voice is going to break, you know.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point in the next, like, couple of months or maybe a year, you know. At some point your voice is going to break. He looked at me, so dead in the face, deadpanned, and he said, how do we fix it? And oh my gosh. And it's at these points that I come back to, oh, that's right.
Because break, obviously.
You're a literal
something
child.
breaking.
That's right.
Yes.
How are you going to fix that? So this is, yeah.
Yeah.
So then I had to explain that.
And it came.
So yeah.
The voice broke.
The voice broke.
Yeah.
Now it's a very deep voice.
Yeah.
It was interesting when his voice was breaking because he'd go from this squeaky voice to answer the phone with his very mild. I'm like, oh, okay, that's right, his voice is breaking.
And you mentioned to me a while ago how now you have to chase him to hang out with him.
Oh my gosh. So yes.
This is big.
So I got married 2 years ago.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
So the dad walked away 4 months, 6 months. Now you've done. Jackson is 18. Okay. So this is your second marriage, or?
This is my third marriage.
Okay.
Now I did get married when Jackson was 9.
Right.
And it was. And I know we all make mistakes, and we're not supposed to regret, but I do regret that.
Okay.
Purely because it hurt people. It hurt a lot of people.
Right.
And I felt very, very bad and responsible for that because I made that happen. You know, I brought this person into your life. He was abusive.
Oh.
In most of all of the ways.
Right.
So, and then there was one day when he was verbally, viciously aggressive and abusive to Jackson.
Oh.
And at that point, I actually said to him, what are you going to say? What are you going to do if Jackson tells you to,
you know,
something off or whatever? You know, he's a teenager, they're unpredictable, they say stuff.
Yeah.
As much as I've tried to teach him not to swear, you know.
Of course.
That, you know.
Yeah.
And that husband said, I'll punch him in the head. And at that point, I just said to Jackson.
Wow.
I said to Jackson, grab your phone, whatever was around you. And I said, grab your shoes and we're going.
Yeah.
Because in my head, if he could say that out loud to my face about my child,
come on,
there is nothing stopping him from doing that.
No.
Nothing.
No. That's a non-negotiable.
And yes, there were red flags, and I should have, absolutely, I should have read the flags, but I didn't. And we were married for 5 years, and yeah,
it didn't last.
No, and I chose, and a lot of people call me brave, and I didn't. I mean, you can call me brave, whatever, but what I felt was it wasn't marriage.
Yeah.
It was not marriage. I have seen a lot of marriages. I've got a lot of married people in my world and in my circle. Yeah. Good marriages, very, very connected and strong marriages.
Come on.
Some not so great.
So great.
And that's fine. That's okay. But I've seen a lot of marriages, and this wasn't it. This was not marriage.
Right.
And it was wrong.
Right. Right.
For a person to treat another person like that was wrong.
Absolutely.
So I chose to
leave.
Yeah. And it took
So after you left, did you then find your now husband, or
8 years? So I was single for 8 years, and I chose to be single because I chose. My best friend said to me, "You're turning into an old fuddy-duddy," because what I was doing was making good choices only. And I love my best friend, and I know why she said it, because I turned into a very, very boring person because I didn't want to make any decision
That is wrong.
that was wrong or bad or whatever, because I didn't trust myself.
Yeah.
I didn't trust my own self to make a good decision. So I just, I thought about things, and I, slept on things. I went, okay, there's a decision I have to make, and I pray about it. I'm going to think about it. I'm not going to be just,
So you would say that with this particular one, you were intentional.
Absolutely.
You sat with God.
Yes.
You talked through things and waited for 8 years.
8 years.
Wow.
And I didn't wait as in sit there at home.
No.
Waiting for Prince Charming to knock on my door.
You still lived.
What I did was live.
Yeah.
But I lived as if I was always going to be single.
Right.
So I just lived and
enjoyed life.
I bought a house.
Wow.
I bought a car.
Come on.
I bought a car first.
Yeah.
But I bought a house, and I was so proud of that. It was through COVID as well, which that was a weird time for everybody. But yeah, I really just delved into not all about raising Jackson. So I still had a life outside of Jackson. So I didn't make Jackson my world. What I did was broaden my world and lived and had Jackson was one part, my work was another part, my friends was another part. Traveling, I traveled.
Wow.
I was supposed to, on my birthday, when we had the very first lockdown, on my birthday I was supposed to fly out to Canada and do a 14 day cruise through wherever Canada was. Up there. Sorry, Canadian people.
Yes.
Sorry. It's a beautiful cruise, and I wanted to go. I did.
And then there was a lockdown.
A lockdown, and so we got out. And having my deposit back from that trip allowed me to then just save and and buy my car, and then save for a house. And so when I got introduced to this man that I am now married to.
Okay, wait. So.
Okay.
What I'm learning a lot, and I know whoever is, privileged enough to watch this would learn a lot. I have learned that in and out of seasons, live. Don't wait if you're single and waiting for Mr. Right. Do not just wait, sit and just wait. No. You seek God, you do all the things you need to do. Build yourself as a person, Work hard. Do all the fun things you want to do in this life. Don't just pause your life. Live and make every moment count. Right?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what my friend did. And that's what I do. I believe in not wasting seasons. So I personally, in a season when I was waiting to have a child, I didn't wait in vain. I waited while still recording. I waited while still schooling. I waited while still, writing music, serving God diligently. So no matter what season you find yourself in, be sure to live. Make it intentional. Be committed to living your life and making it count. Now let's go to your husband. Yes. I've met him, guys. Yes. He's an amazing person. A very handsome man and very caring. You when you see them together, you know these people, they are so in love. Yeah, go ahead, babes.
So this is 8 years later.
Yeah.
One of my friends comes to me and she says, "Oh my God, no, I've got a guy for you to meet." I'm like, "Okay, all right." Now this is my friend who has tried to set me up with people and in the past, and she's notorious for it, and that's fine.
Sorry.
And so she's like, "Oh, this guy's doing, all right, okay, fine. Come to my home group on Tuesday." All right, okay. So I rock up there on Tuesday, probably say 2 words to him because, I got there a bit late and he was there and it was sort of already starting, and he was running it that night, and so he spoke and everything. And I get a word each year from God.
Right.
Usually comes around in about November, December-ish, and I get a word. My word for the next year was new.
Wow.
So, you know, and we were actually talking about words from God and everything. And so I said, knowing that I'm there to meet this guy, but through Anna, and knowing that he knows that I'm
there to meet him.
So I come out with, well, you know, I get these words, and my word for next year is new. So then we're praying, and, you know, at the end of the home group, we all pray, and he's praying, you know, into my new.
Yeah.
So
not knowing.
That's it. So then the end of home group night comes, and, you know, we're all just chatting. I knew the girls' house, you know, I knew the house, the lady lived there, and so we were just all chatting. He had to go because he had a year 8 camp to go to the next day. He had to wake up at, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning to prepare or whatever, and get.
So he's a teacher.
He's a teacher at a Christian school.
Yeah.
And so he said, like, I need to go, and I was like in two minds, like, I really wanted to catch up with my friends, and then I really wanted to talk to him, but and I knew that if I went after him, he would chat to me, but then he would be tired, and I'm like, well, no. So then I just thought, you know what? If this is a God thing,
it will happen.
He'll be fine. Like, you know,
if it's a God thing,
that's it.
It would happen.
Because I was not about to, I was still 8 years later, I was still on this making good decisions road.
Not about to get it wrong.
Always the good decisions and praying about them. So I thought, he'll always be there. I don't know where he lives, but, you know, if it's a God thing,
it will happen.
We'll meet again. And so I chose to go back inside, and I stayed for another hour and a half inside, chatting.
Yeah.
That he didn't have. He didn't have that time because he had to go.
It's gone.
So then we left, and I didn't really hear anything. And I spoke to Anna, my friend, and she's like, I'm like, well, we didn't talk much. And then she said, I've got a pizza night coming up at my house on Sunday night. Come to that.
This friend is notorious indeed. We all need a friend that is notorious like that.
Oh, you do. So come to that. I'm like, okay, all right.
Okay.
So I come, and it was after work. I'd worked that day, and I didn't really have time to go home. So I was in nice clothes. I thought, you know, just nice clothes, and that. But I'll just, you know, rock up, and yes, and I knew everyone at the table, so, you know, hugging. Got to him, and I hugged him hello because, you know, that's what you were doing. Apparently that made an impression.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the hug.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the hugging was a thing. That's right. Yep, tight jeans and the hug. That's it. Anyway. So then my friend Anna is sitting here.
Yeah.
And so he is sitting there, and Anna says, Fine, we'll sit there. Okay, I will sit there. Okay. Jackson did come with me.
With you.
Yeah, he was there. He was there. So then I'm like, okay, all right. So in the middle of all of this, and I talked about Jackson's best mate in year 2.
Yeah.
They had been travelling Australia.
Yeah.
They homeschooled their children, and from year 6, so from when Jackson was in year 6, they pulled all the kids out of school and homeschooled them. So they were travelling for years, setting up churches and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting there, and Jackson's beside me, and then who walks in the door? His best mate from, you know, year 2, from year 2 to year 6.
Yeah.
And it's like two long lost, I don't know, kindred spirits.
They were so
happy. Jackson's like, Ben, and Ben's like, Jackson! Oh! So then they're in the games room, you know, playing Xbox. And so that was all lovely. And so we're chatting, and, you know, so we're just all chatting. And then Michael, his name is, I haven't even said his name.
Yes.
So Michael, who was sitting next to me, excused himself and went into where Ben and Jackson were to have chat and to get to know Jackson, and not only get to know him, but to see what kind of person Jackson was and what kind of mum I am. So Michael was not a gamer at all, but he chose to sit there for a half an hour and play, I don't know.
You've answered the question. I was going to ask you how he was with Jackson, but you've just...
That's it.
Wow.
He even admitted later that was a strategic... It was strategic on his part because he wanted to get to know...
Yeah.
He was interested in me already.
Of course.
He couldn't talk to me the other night at the home group. He wanted to, but the thing didn't. And so he got to know me, you know, sitting next to me. And the one thing I did do was be myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, you know, nothing had been said, nothing had been, you know, he didn't ask me out.
It's not like he's asked you out, it's just...
No. So this is a person sitting next to me at a pizza night.
Yeah.
So chatting and all of that. So then we go, you know, we leave the pizza night. And that's okay, that's fine. And again, if it's a God thing, I'll see him again. If not, that's okay. So then, the next day is Monday, the 26th of May. That's in my diary too.
Never forget that day, girl.
That's one of our anniversaries.
Guys, they have honeymoon weekends.
Yes.
What do you call it?
We call them honeymoons. We do not call them weekends away or holidays. We call them honeymoons. We're up to number 12.
They hop from place to place. These guys are crazily in love. They go from states, they will go to any little village, find their hotel, the rest you will own. Go on.
We go out to eat.
You go out to eat, they go out to eat.
But so Monday comes, and Monday afternoon comes, and I get a text message from him.
Yeah.
Will you go on a date with me? You know, dinner and a movie, like proper old school
dinner.
You know,
asking out dinner dates.
Would you like to come to dinner with me and we'll see a movie? And so, what do you think I did? I text Anna. I said, "Oh my gosh, you just
notorious friend." Who?
And then, unbeknownst to me, Michael was doing the same thing. He was texting Anna because Anna
is the link.
Is our mutual friend.
Anna is the plug. Yes.
And he's known Anna for a long time, and I've known Anna for a long time too.
Right. Okay.
And so, and she's like, "Well, what did you say?" And I told her, and so, "Oh, that's so cool." And so, I said yes.
Yeah.
Then he got COVID.
Oh, so you couldn't.
So we had to postpone it.
Postpone the dates.
So then we the date finally came, and I said to him, he said, "Oh, I could only book a 5:30 dinner. Is that okay?" I said, "Yeah, that's fine. That's fine." He said, "The movie's not until like 7:30, 8 o'clock." I said, "That's fine." He was wondering what we would do
and talk about in that period.
He's like, What do you do for 2 hours?
With a girl you barely know.
He quickly found out what you do in 2 hours. You talk and you talk and you do.
Yeah.
So he very quickly realised I was a talker. And he enjoyed it.
That's amazing. So fast forward from there, how many months did you date, or how many years?
So we dated for 3 months before we got serious in talking about the future. And then in one of the times when we were talking about kids and you know, and without the too much information.
That's fine.
He's had a vasectomy and you know, it's not easy for me to have a child. So, you know, we did ask each other those questions and but what we did do was have a lot of deep conversations each date we had a deep conversation about a big thing, because we're not young anymore. We're not, we're not in our 20s. We might look like we're in our 20s and 30s, but we're not. We're actually it's not. But what I did is I downloaded a little app called YouVersion, and on that, well, I had the app, but in the app I read one of their plans, their devotional plans about red flags. Okay. So, because I wasn't going to do this again.
Wrong.
This is it. I was not going to mess this up. I was not going to make a bad decision again. And so what I did was read through every single one of those red flags. I wrote them all out in my journal, and then each date that we had and each time that I saw him, we talked about. Unbeknownst to him, he didn't. He had no idea I was.
Now he knows, because I'm sure he will watch this.
Now you know. We have talked about that since before.
Wow.
But I did. I went into one of those topics or red flags and sort of strategically got my answer.
Right.
And I made sure that this person didn't have any single red flag on this list. And I know there's probably other red flags, but this was quite a comprehensive list anyway.
Right. Okay.
So it was very good. Yeah. And it went through everything.
Right.
And I couldn't find a red flag.
Yeah.
So then from there.
So with Jackson, I guess the fact that they played and everything, you felt like he was intentional and strategic, so if you're there and you want a relationship with a single woman who has a child, be strategic. Be intentional. Don't just love the mother.
No.
Love the child.
Love the children. That's right.
At that point, Jackson is your world. The child is your world.
Yes.
And so any man who is coming into your life needs to know that.
Yes.
Needs to be intentional. So gentlemen.
Yes.
Be intentional about,
especially
if you're going after, or if you would want to settle down with a woman with a child, be intentional and love their child. Genuinely, not just, let's go on. Yeah. Okay, so you got married after what? How many months?
Well, at 6 months, I told him at 6 months he could propose to me.
Right.
Because it was too soon, 3 months, it had to be. And in my mind, I didn't know this guy beforehand, but he did come with references. Right. So, I knew Anna. And
somebody who knew him.
Yes. Yeah. It's good to have a person come with references.
Absolutely.
But I just said that you can,
6 months.
6 months. That was. So what he did do at our 6-month anniversary, and yes, it is a 6-month anniversary that we did, I gave him the job because if he was going to propose to me, I needed to know. I needed to know that he could plan and organise something, some event of this,
of some sort,
of some sense, or something, he could do that. Yeah, I needed to see that. Okay, so. I said, I will leave it completely up to you. Where we go, what we do, all of it. And just tell me the date and the time.
I'll show up.
So he messaged me and he said, the Cowrie at Terrigal. Okay. I said, what is the attire? He said, something nice.
Something nice.
Okay. And I knew what that outfit was. It was the dress he had bought me that... We went to a charity ball together.
Right.
So
wow, lovely.
And the heels and the hair
and everything.
And everything, the dress. So he picked me up and he came inside and he brought me a gift. And the gift was a snowflake.
Yeah.
Because the snowflake is individual. There's no two snowflakes the same. Right. Not because I am a snowflake. And he needed to clarify that. He said, I know that you are not a snowflake. So then he gave me that. It's got matching earrings and so that was my gift at home. Oh, that's okay. That's a start. That's good. I like that. Then we went to the Cowrie and everything, and so we're having dessert and we're having entrees and then mains and then dessert comes and I'm chatting, and he couldn't quite get me to stop talking. So that was a problem. So then he just, okay, so dessert's come and gone. He's thinking,
what
I have to do something before the night ends.
What's the strategy?
That's it. So he's like, Cobie, I've got something to ask you.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is the moment.
This is it. And then he's like, do you want me to get down on one knee? I said, yes, of course, get down on one knee. Yes. Yes, of course.
I've been waiting for this moment.
And then so he brings out the ring. That we did go ring shopping together. I did know that he had the ring, but I did know which one it was. But
okay, because you chose it.
Well, I sort of
you gave him an idea.
I gave him an idea, and apparently my eyes did something different when I saw this ring.
Okay.
And even the sales lady saw that, and she's like, oh, that's a different look that she's giving. So I think
giving you a clue, yeah.
But then so he gets down on one knee.
Yeah.
And opens the box and just says, Cobie, will you marry me? I love you so much, and I want to build a life together with you, and I love Jackson, and I want us to be a family. All of this, and I let out the loudest shrill.
Yes.
The whole restaurant
everyone
quiet.
heard you.
Some of the other people at the other tables get the waiter and go, there's something happening. So they bring champagne and things, and because no one knew in the restaurant.
And made a big deal of that. Yeah.
And there was a glass wall behind me, and people were sitting there, and I looked back, and they're like, oh my gosh, congratulations! And I'm like, show me the ring, and they're like, oh, so yes,
wow.
That answered my question.
Right. So how long have you been married for now?
2 years.
Wow. And how has it been?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm not saying we've never had arguments, or we've never had disagreements, and we've never had but we love each other. So the things that come up in our marriage are external things, and we make sure it's only external things, because this is important.
Right.
This is too important. So we protect this.
Yes.
And then we can deal with the other, and we can deal with external factors.
Right.
But never if we're attacking each other, then that's a problem. So. And we've always had a communication.
Right.
So we've always talked about things, and because from I think date 3, we started to really get serious.
Yeah.
So we started talking
serious stuff.
Serious things. And I just want to say, in all of this, Jackson was kept in the loop.
Come on.
He was kept in.
Yeah.
And I had an hour and a half long walk on the beach with Jackson when Michael and I were talking about getting a bit more serious and actually speaking the M word. So once the M word was out, then I had a long talk with Jackson for an hour and a half on the beach about everything, about life, about just everything, laid everything on the table. And then at the very end, I said to him, what do you think about Michael? And what? And it was just him and I, so we could just be candid. And I said, be honest. I never want to make another mistake again with you. Be honest. And he said, no, I think he's a top bloke.
Top bloke.
So
this is a word my boss loves to use. Top bloke.
So a top bloke. So then... So you've got, my life has been a blast. He's
a top bloke. Nothing beats that.
So that's from that. I said, okay. So what would you say? What would you think if Michael and I were getting a little bit more serious and we were talking about
the M word?
The M word, the future, and actually marriage. And he said, I think that would be a good idea. So I got this good idea. Yeah, I think yes. And so I just had to have the okay from Jackson.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted to go.
No.
And if Jackson said, look, no, I think that there is something a bit off about him, I would have dumped in, I would have turned and said, okay, that's fine.
Wow.
And not that I lived my life from Jackson's point of view, or, you know, but this did involve Jackson. So yes. So now moving 2 years, well, even a year on. So once we got married, we lived all together in my house, and rented out his house. But we lived together in my house, and then we decided, because Jackson was of age to kind of like be a bit more independent and live on his own and things like that. So he's 22.
Yeah.
He was 22.
Yeah.
And so, and it was always Jackson's dream to live on his own. So what I did, we sold his house, Michael and I sold his house, so, and then we bought another house 5 minutes from Jackson.
Right.
And so then Jackson kicked us out. Something about noise complaint, I don't know.
So Jackson lives in your house that you bought and lived in with him, and now you live in the house that you bought with Michael.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I do just want to say, when Michael and I got together, and we were getting serious, and we were doing all this, there were a couple of conversations that were not easy to have.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
They weren't easy to have, but I had to have them anyway. Firstly, I said, don't think I'm this Barbie doll that comes with a house and a kid and a car and a dog and a fish, and, you know. I said the house is Jackson's.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that right there.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in my future doesn't. The house is Jackson's.
Yeah.
And I kind of just left that.
Yeah.
Also, what I said to him, and I said, you need to hear me loud and clear on this. I don't need saving. I don't need rescuing. I'm not some damsel in distress. I'm not, I'm not your little project my life is fine. And I made sure that he knew that as a man, meeting a single mother, you do not have to save them. They are fine. They are doing it. They're doing life. They're fine. So he had to bring something else to the table.
Oh, come on.
He had to bring something else. So he couldn't, this cashed up guy, throw money at me. Not that he did, but
you had your own money. You were working hard.
That's it. I bought a house and a car and everything, and not that is everything. And I was renting for a lot of years before that, so no shame in that at all. But for me, I needed him to know I didn't need him.
So would you say that in that period that you waited, you probably found your identity in God in a different way?
Yes.
And so you built your life, you discovered parts or aspects of you that you didn't know in the previous marriages.
Yes.
And so now you have become this confident woman whose confidence is based in God, the God that you have built a relationship with, the God that has helped you.
Yes.
And so you are able to then say that, okay, I'm not a project.
No.
I'm a daughter of Zion.
That's it.
I am a blessed child. I worked hard. And I will enjoy life with or without you.
And I learned to like myself.
You learned to like yourself.
Who I was and like who I am. Because when you go through divorces and when you go through abuse and when you go through all of that, you think that there's something wrong with you. You think that, behind the makeup and the lashes and the curls and
the facade,
and all of that is still a person who loves themselves and likes themselves. I think that that's really important to know and to note that like yourself, and learn how to be with yourself. And learn what you like, learn what you don't like, learn what you will tolerate and won't tolerate as a person, as a human.
The non-negotiables.
Yeah. And then there's things like you know, so Michael and I we talked about things that we won't tolerate. So one of the conversations we had, this was on our second date actually.
Right.
We talked about what we need from the other person.
Okay.
And it's probably different than what you are thinking. So he said to me, he needs somebody kind, because he came from an unkind marriage. So he said, I need someone kind with me, kind with my heart, kind with my soul,
everything
kind with my spirit. And I said, I can do that. I can be kind. Then I said to him, I need you to be gentle with me. Gentle with my body, gentle with my heart, gentle with my spirit, gentle with your words. So kindness and gentleness are the basis of our marriage. The other thing I do want to say is love languages. They matter.
Come on.
Just coincidentally, we have the same love languages. All our top 3 are the same.
Wow.
They are different, slightly different levels in that top 3, but they are the top 3. And I think when you're talking about equally yoked,
come on,
it makes life easy and easier when you are trying to give love, and the way that we naturally give love is the way we want to receive it. We receive it.
Yeah.
So, words of affirmation, I receive that as love, and he does too.
Right.
So when I say to him, you are such a man of God, that pierces him right in his heart and goes deep in him and fills his love tank. When he says to me, and he sang this song at our wedding, you are the woman I've always dreamed of. Now he's not a young person. He has been married before. He's had a girlfriend. Another one. Think about that. He had girlfriends before. But I am it. I'm the dream.
The woman.
I'm the dream.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for single people.
Come on, speak to
Man or woman.
Yeah.
Go after the one you've always dreamed of.
Come on.
If you're a man and like a voluptuous woman, don't go after a skinny girl. Or you want a skinny girl, don't go after a voluptuous woman.
So don't go for a woman,
because they will always just feel bad that they are not the
one you wanted.
Go after.
So go after the dream.
Yeah. If you are a woman,
and I think it works both ways.
It does. If you're a woman and you are looking for a mate and you don't want a short guy, don't go after short guys. If you want a tall guy, they are out there, you know. God will provide you with what you want. You know, if you want somebody a bit free-spirited and spontaneous, go after that. If you want somebody a bit more stable and a bit more settled, serious, go after that. Don't go after the class clown. You know, go after what you are actually looking for, and don't settle for the things that are not what you. If you like brunettes, go after a brunette. If you like black people, go after a black. If you like, it doesn't matter. Go after what you, because then that person at the altar can say to you, you are the woman, you are the man always dreamed of.
Wow.
And so yes, that
makes it special.
It does.
Makes it special.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
What would this conversation has had many different delves, you know. We've talked about Jackson, you know, the precious 24-year-old, and we will show his photo at some point. And we've shared, Cobie has shared about the marriages, the lessons, the different seasons, And what a blessing. What a blessing. I pray and hope that you would learn. I have learned so much, and I'm really going to take time to soak it all in. As you all know, that the project or this particular episode or this particular project is called Songs and Stories of Hope. So at the end of every episode, there's a song that the guests would share as part of a song that saw them through that season. Yes, and we're here for hope, to build and inspire hope in every hopeless situation. God is a miracle worker, and He does and make the most. God does and makes the most out of everything, So regardless of your situation, know that these stories that have been shared, it's not just for the cameras, it's not just for the sake of it. It's shared so that we can all learn and grow in our journeys. I have learned so much. So we're going straight into, before we go into the song, Cobie will share her last few words, what she would want the audience, what's on her heart. Even if it's a prayer she wants to say, we'll give her that time. Go ahead, my girl.
Enjoy your life. Really, it talks about joy in the Bible, and I think we skip over that too much. We were put here to enjoy life.
Right.
So if I could say one thing, just find a way to enjoy life. And I know life can be tricky, can be a lot, can be full, all of that. But try and steal moments away every day or every week to enjoy life.
Yeah. Wow. Is that all?
Gosh, I could go on.
I know.
For the sake of time.
For the sake of time,
Yes.
we'll just go into the song. So I'll sing the song. It's called King of Kings, and it's a song that I love it myself. It's a song written and sang. It's actually sang by Hillsong Worship. Hillsong Worship. And King of Kings, Brooke Lidgetwood, Jason Ingram, and Scott Lidgetwood. They wrote this song, and it's a beautiful song. So it goes like this. In the darkness, we were waiting, without hope, without light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word, from a throne of endless glory to a cradle in the dirt. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. And the morning that you rose, all of heaven held their breath, till the storm was moved for good, for the Lamb has conquered death. And the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for the souls of all who'd come to the Father are restored. And the Church of Christ was born, then the Spirit
gospel truth of old shall not kneel, shall not faint. By his blood and in his name, in his freedom I am free. For the love of Jesus Christ, who has resurrected me. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. Praise forever to the King of Kings. Well, praise forever to the King of Kings.
Wow. So, this is a song that saw Cobie through the many different seasons. He learned to build a relationship with God, to sit with God, to wait on God. And in all that, she lived. She lived her life. She enjoyed her son. She made intentional decisions to ensure that the son had the best life. And look, if you meet Jackson, he is a legend. Jackson is a legend. And I love that you've been able to share and pour your heart. I pray that this will not just touch lives, but it will impact many different lives and bless many different homes. So we'll bring this episode to an end. Until next time, I hope you have a blessed and amazing time. You're precious. Know that you're precious. You're valued. You're loved and chosen by God for such a time as this. So make every moment count. Bye.
The God who stills the storms within. The God who stills